Welcome to Knit and Crochet Beginner and Beyond. I'm Terry Lynn. I'd like to show you how to make these beautiful butterflies. What is needed is a yarn hook, stitch marker, scissors, and a crochet hook, a number G6 4¼ millimeter, a number 4 medium weight yarn. I'm using 3 different colors. You could use all one color if you like. I'm using yellow, black, and orange. If you do use 3 different colors, you are going to need 8 yards of the yellow. That is going to be for the inner color. And you're going to need 14 yards of the orange. That will be the outer color. And 1 to 2 yards of the black, which is the body color. The stitches that you're going to need to know is going to be a slip knot, chain, slip stitch, single crochet, and a double crochet, which I will show those to you how they are made if you don't know. I'm also going to show you how we're going to do this, how we're going to put it together. First, we're going to make our slip knot, put in the stitch marker to mark our first stitch, and then chain 8. Then we're going to slip stitch that together and make it into a circle. Once we have that done, we're going to double crochet into the center of our circle. This will be our circle, and this is our double crochets. And then we're going to have a double and a chain 2 and a double and a chain 2, and we're going to go around 8 times. Then after we have that done, we'll pretend this circle is inside of here. We are going to do the orange. And we're going to hook on, and we're going to do double crochets with a single crochet and doubles and single doubles and a single and doubles around 8 times. Then we're going to attach the black yarn, the body yarn, or you can continue with your same color yarn if you prefer to do it that way. And we're going to chain 14, and once we get that done, we're going to fold this over, bring the chain around, and we're going to have this cute little butterfly. And you can adjust him and wiggle him around. Then he is going to need, the butterfly is going to need an antenna, which we will take black, and we're going to slide it under our chain, and there's going to be an antenna for it. So we basically are doing 4, 5 little steps there. So gather up your yarns that you're going to use and your hook, and let's get started. Okay, now that you have all of your supplies gathered up, I'm going to make a slip knot. I just make a simple slip knot. I go make a loop, go around it, and pull through the loop that I made going around the loop. And I pull on the tail and the loop and tighten it up. Stick in my crochet hook, tighten it up with the working yarn. This is the working yarn that goes to the ball of yarn, and this is the tail. Now when you make this first stitch, you want to make it a little bit loose because it can get pulled too tight and then it's hard to recognize it at the beginning stitch. So with that being a little bit loose, we're going to chain 8. So we have 1, and then we're going to stick our stitch marker in that first stitch that we just made, right in there. That is the one that's hard to see sometimes, so it'll help you identify it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to put our yarn to the back, and we're going to go right in where we put that stitch marker. Go right in that stitch, and then you can take your stitch marker out, and we don't need the stitch marker anymore. Then pull your yarn through both of those loops. And that's going to be a slip stitch. Keep your tension on your hook the same. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This is considered the first double. Now you're going to hold this yarn here if you don't want to use your yarn needle and have to sew them in later. Hold your yarn up against the circle. See, it's coming off from the back. We're going to try to hold it with the circle together because we're going to go over top of it. So we're going to go around our hook. We're going to make a double. Go through, get our yarn. Try to keep this tension the same, kind of wiggle that so it stays the same. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Then chain 2, and we're going to do 2 more doubles. Then holding this yarn up close to your chain, your circle, go around into the circle, come back out, check your tension. So these are all the same. Sometimes this one back here tries to get really big. Pull through 2, pull through 2, do 1 more double, keeping that tail on there. You don't have to do the tail thing if you don't want to. You can just let it lay out and we can come back and tuck it in later. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Now take and slide these over on the circle so you have room for all of them. Now we're at pull 2, so we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to do 2 more doubles. So it's 2, 2, all the way around until we have 8 doubles. Then chain 2, slide it a little bit, go around, go through, pull through 2, pull through 2, go around, go through, pull through 2, pull through 2, chain 2, and then go around, pull through 2, and continue this until you have 8 doubles in this circle, and then get back to me. Okay, after you've gone around and you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doubles, you want to chain 2 in that last set. Then you're going to hook it in to the third chain when you did the first chain 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. That's your third. Go in there, pull it through both of those, and then I want you to clip this, and then we're going to pull it through this loop here because we're going to tie it. Just let it go into a knot, and then squeeze down on it so it makes into a nice knot. Okay, you got your inner circle done. Then take your orange yarn and make a slip knot. Put your hook in, tighten it up with your working yarn, and this here we're going to put in between, so you have 2, 2, your doubles come in 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2. This was your first one where you did your chain 3. That made the first set, and then the double there. Hook your yarn in between the 2, and then bring it up and pull it through your loop. Now what we're going to do is where we chain 2, we're going to put 5 doubles in each chain 2 all the way around. So go around, go into that where the chain 2 is, and make your double. And we're going to do this 5 times in that spot. When I get 3 of them made, I take and slide them over so there'll be room. So there's 4 and 5. Then you want to go in between the 2, go right down in between there and come up and do a single, 1 single. Then you're going to go back and do 5 doubles in that chain 2 spot. Oops. There's number 3. Oops, I missed my double part. Slide it over so you're making room. There's 4 and 5, and keep adjusting your tension on your yarn on your hook so it stays the same. Now this is where we're going to go in between the 2 and do 1 single, and then back to 5 doubles in the chain 2. I think I split my yarn right there. Just to be safe, I'll pull it out and see. 2, 3, and slide it over. 4, 5, and then in between, go down in and do your single. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 going on here. I'll do one more and then one more set of 5, and then let you do it on your own. There's 2, 3, slide it over. Make sure you check your tension on your hook. 4, 5, and then in between the 2 with a single. Okay, continue on. I'll meet you back when we get to the end. Okay, now that you've gone around, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it looks kind of frilly, that's okay. Go into where you did your single. Actually, this is where you hook down with your slip knot. And pull it up and through. So you hook down real nice and tight. And then cut that off. So now you made it around, we're going to tie a knot. Pull that through that loop and slide that knot down tight. Okay, then grab your black, make a slip knot, go around, pull it through like that, stick your hook in, pull the working yarn. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hook in right in between those 2. This was our slip knot when we started, and this is our knot when we ended. We're going to go into here, hook through your slip knot, and go through whatever body color you're using, hook that up tight, and we're going to chain 14. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, then take and fold. Well, actually what I want to do is stop here. And we're going to get rid of some of these tails. So this is where you could use your yarn hook. Yarn needle, I mean. So go ahead and stick your yarn needle in there. And put your tail in there. It's just nice to get rid of these while the butterfly is open, so you don't have to deal with it after it's closed up. Kind of getting off camera here. Okay. Then slide those through underneath those pieces there. Cinch them up kind of tight. Adjust them. Get your scissors. Clip those off. Now they're out of your way. Take the yellow. I guess the yellow can go into there too. It won't hurt anything. There it goes. Kind of adjust it. Doesn't show on the other side. Go ahead and cut that. Okay, now go back to your chain. Tighten that up. Flip it over. And you're going to take your chain and you're going to go around, matching up the wings. So you got them all matched up like that. Then take your, I don't know, this one seems a little tight. I think I'm going to back off and do maybe like 12. So one thing about crochet, you do what you want to do. If something looks like it'll work better, go ahead and change up and do it how you want to do it. You don't have to follow a pattern to the T. Take and put that through there. Cut this off. Pull it up tight. Okay, and we're going to pull that through. And then slide that knot down so it's nice and tight. And then take your other yarn, the beginning tail, and tie these two together really tight. And it kind of tightens up that bottom part. Now, if you want to, you could take and try to weave this in and out of your chain. Myself, I just clip them off. Go ahead and clip this off of there. Okay, now all you have to do is make an antenna. So the way you do that is tie a knot on the end of your yarn. Slide that under the chain. And put it up here, and then decide how long or short you want it. You could probably better decide if you clip this right where the knot is. So you just have the knot to look at. So if you want it shorter or longer, just depends upon how you like yours. I think I'll go with a little shorter today. So I'm going to cut this back a ways. Enough I can make a knot, pull it over a little bit, give myself some room, and make the second knot. And adjust this up, clip off this excess. Then you can adjust the little holes, adjust his antenna. And there you have it. A cute little butterfly. And you probably won't stop with one. You might just end up with a whole bunch of butterflies. If this has been helpful for you, give me a like, a share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good, happy crochet day. Thank you.